Hi Sagittarius, here is your general reading for the month of November. Please bear in mind that these are general readings and they will not resonate with all of you. If this reading doesn't, then please check your moon and rising signs. Now, the first card we have here, we have your own energy here with the King of Wands. It is reversed. The Wands is for yourselves, Sagittarius, Aries and Leo. This is the overall energy, okay, for the month. Now, the King of Wands generally is not a very nice individual, okay? He can be very, and I say he, but it's not gender specific. So we can be talking about a woman. Now, although this is your own energy, being fire, it could be talking about another fire sign that's in your life or just somebody else in general, okay? But it's somebody that can be very bitter and can be quite intolerant in regards to their attitude, okay? It's somebody that you cannot really rely upon for advice or moral guidance. It can be somebody that can be very controlling. So if it's not you, it could be that you have a controlling partner, or it could even be a boss that's very controlling, and that can be quite selfish. As I said, can be quite bitter. Now, the other energy with this card can talk about accepting that not everyone is like you. Now, fire signs in general tend to be very energetic, okay? They have lots of energy because the fire is all to do with actions, and most fire signs tend to do things with speed. So it sometimes the need here is for you to understand that not everybody does things at the same pace as you, and sometimes not everybody has the same energy as you, okay? Because like I said, fire signs can be like a little whirlwind. It can also be asking for you to be realistic about your goals. And it is possible that some of you may be feeling held back in some way by others that may be being dependent on you, okay? It's also possible that you may have made a mistake because of coming across in an aggressive way or being very impatient, because again, fire signs are not known for their patience. It can also be asking for you to accept what is being offered and no more than that, okay? Now here, again, we have more fire energy. We have the Five of Wands. It is reversed. Now, the 5 in any suit is generally not a good number, okay? The 5 of Wands reverse can show that something has not worked out. No, that you, have not worked things out within your own mind, okay? That you may be having, you may be struggling internally and externally regarding a struggle or personal issues. It can often talk about events that have happened, but no matter what you do, these events have been out of your control. Somebody may have deceived you, and now the consequences to that are now very evident. When it's reversed, it can show that you may suffer through others' unprofessionalism or somebody else's lack of honesty. But all you can really do is go with the flow. And next time, to kind of have the benefit of hindsight. There's a lesson here to be learned, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? And it could be causing some internal and external struggles for you. But nonetheless, there's nothing you can really do to change this situation other than to accept what's happened. Because like I said with the King of Wands, the King of Wands energy is sometimes about accepting what has happened. And this card has fallen within the position of what is helping, hindering, or crossing you. And it's advising you that all you can do is accept what has happened. Now, it's going to be something different for all of you. It could be something in a personal relationship, a family relationship, something at work. But something has happened that's caused possibly a struggle or some conflict somewhere. And it could, like I said, be because somebody's acted in an unprofessional way or has been dishonest in some way. And really, there's nothing you can do except accept it by it. There's nothing you can do than to accept the situation for what it is, learn from it, and like I said, to benefit from hindsight if this struggle or situation was to ever occur again. Now, in the foundation section of your reading, we have the King of Cups. Now, the Cups is a water energy. That is for Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. And the water energy talks of our feelings and our emotions, okay? Now, the King of Cups is somebody that has a strong hold of his emotions. He has learnt to become emotionally balanced. It can indicate a peaceful time. And the King of Cups is somebody that has learnt how to solve issues, but in a balanced way with his emotions. He no doubt feels things deep down and probably has emotions raging through him inside. But on the outside, he looks very composed. And as I said, he has this balanced feeling about him. He is good at resolving difficulties. He's very intuitive. And again, I feel that they are asking you to take on this energy, to balance your emotions. If you are the King of Wands reversed and have been behaving in that negative way, then maybe they are asking you to take on more of the energy of the King of Cups, to become more emotionally balanced, because then maybe you will be able to accept things for the way they are, rather than allowing this struggle to make you feel bitter and intolerant. To step away from that energy and, as I said, to gain more emotional balance within yourself, thus then creating a more peaceful time and creating a situation for you whereby if you are more emotionally balanced, you are then more able to solve issues or problems in the future. Now, in your near past position, we have the Seven of Cups. So we have, again, more water energy here, okay? Now, the Seven of Cups can talk about choices and decisions, but it can talk about daydreams. It's kind of that unrealistic kind of fantasy way, okay? It can be about things that could have been offered to you, and you feel you had all these decisions or choices to make, and things were being offered to you, but the thing is, they may have been, you know that saying where something sounds too good to be true? Well, that's the kind of energy with this Seven of Cups. That you may have been offered something, but it was literally too good to be true. Or you have been fantasizing about all these things that you may want, but that's all they are. They're just daydreams and they're just fantasies, okay? It's also about the need for you to be sure that what's being offered to you will lead to fulfillment and not the undoing of your hard work. Like I said, if things have been offered to you, it's working out that what is being offered is the real deal. That's what I'm trying to get to, okay? Don't make the wrong judgment call here. Now, this has fallen within your near past position. So it's possible that you've been in this situation, and it is possible that you may well have believed something or someone when they have said, when they have offered something to you, and then you've discovered that it was too good to be true. There is that possibility, okay, which then could have led to this struggle and could now have left you in that situation where all you can do is have the benefit of hindsight to accept the way things actually are and to learn from it. To not be blinded by what's being offered. To not allow your thoughts, your decisions to run away with daydreaming and fantasizing about something that is not the reality. Now, here in your more present position, we have fire energy again with the 10 of Wands. Now, the interesting thing when I look at this reading, you have no major arcanas on the table, and you actually only have two suits. You have the Wands and you have the Cups. This reading is all to do with your feelings and emotions and your actions. Maybe your emotions have led to, are connected to your actions or whatever. Or it's you, the fire sign, dealing with a water sign. But I don't recall ever having a reading where all through the reading it's only been two suits. I've normally had at least one other suit in the reading, or at least a major arcana in here, and I have not got that in this reading at all. You've got 4 Wands cards and 2 Cups. Anyway, we have the 10 of Wands here, okay? So again, we're back here with your own energy, okay, being fire. It is reversed, and it's good to see it reversed because when this card is upright, it's about carrying a burden, okay? Feeling weighed down with a responsibility or a heavy load. When it's like this, it shows that that burden is now being lifted. Whatever this situation is for you that we've spoke about, this struggle, this struggle that may have come from you fantasizing and being unrealistic about something, has obviously probably caused a burden on you, okay? But we see now in the month of November that that's going to start to be lifted. It's about releasing what no longer serves you, be that a situation or a person. It's about a clearing out. It's that literal feeling of feeling like one day it felt like you was carrying the world on your shoulders, and then that feeling going away. Now, the thing you must know though is that when the burden was there, you may well have blamed others for that. But within that blame is some self-deception to a certain extent, because half of the burden was caused by your own actions, by the daydreaming or the being unrealistic, getting carried away with your thoughts, whatever it is. You have to understand that some of the burden that was there is from your own doing, okay? Now, for your outcome card, we have more fire energy again. We have the Ace of Wands, okay? Now, the aces are always to do with new beginnings. The Ace of Wands shows that after this burden has been lifted from you, and possibly you starting to accept the way something is, we see you then feeling revved up and raring to go. We see new ideas coming. It's almost like a breakthrough moment comes. You're going to start to feel inspired. As I said, you're going to have new ideas. It's like your eyes have become opened and you're able to see clearly. You're going to feel rejuvenated, fully charged. It's like the seed of something new. It's like you've put the seed for something new and that now starts to grow, okay? It's a very, very positive card to have. It's an excellent omen for those starting new businesses or thinking of starting a family. Whatever it is, it's a new beginning for you in some area of your life. Be it love, be it work, whatever it is, it's a new beginning. As I said, it's you feeling raring to go. You've cleared out the energy of the Ten of Wands, of feeling completely burdened by something and feeling like you had the world or a heavy weight on your shoulders. That energy is going. And this new energy is going to come about for you. So, to be honest with you, this reading is going to definitely play out differently for all of you. But the one thing that you're going to, I think, all have in common is that there has been most definitely some struggle or some issue to overcome. I feel some of it's been brought on by your own unrealistic fantasies or dreams, or whereby you have kind of been led up the garden path and somebody's painted this lovely picture to you and made something sound so good when in actual fact it was too good to be true, and it created this heavy burden on you because it hasn't worked out in the way you thought it was going to work out. Now, as I said, some of that is down to your own doing, because you may have not crossed the T's and dotted the I's and got all your facts straight, and you may have allowed yourself to get carried away in a little fantasy world, believing what was being told to you without actually finding out the truth in this, okay? And it may have created this bitterness within you or this intolerant behavior within you. It may very much be asking for you to now have to accept the way something has worked out, to gain some emotional balance, because by gaining the emotional balance within yourself, that in itself will help you to feel less of a burden emotionally as well, okay? And then I feel that once all of that negative energy is cleared out, either you let go of something or someone, or you let go of this negative energy that has come about because I feel of being misled in some way, then I feel we're going to see you possibly near the end of November having new ideas, new opportunities, new beginnings opening up, seeing you feeling energized and really just raring to go and raring to move forward and to start something new within your life. So, to be honest, Sagittarius, most of the general readings I've done for the month of November so far have solely seemed to concentrate on relationships. I'm truthfully not picking up so much of a relationship issue for you here. I feel this is something more to do with work or business in some way. That's my feeling, okay? But for some of you, maybe it is a relationship issue. But I feel, as I said, it's more to do with work or business. Something has not worked out business-wise or on the job front. You know, maybe you entered a business partnership and, you know, your business partner said, oh, we can do this, we can do that, we can achieve this, we can achieve that, when in actual fact, it was all just talk. And it created maybe a financial burden on you, or it created a burden on you in the sense of, well, where do I go now? What do I do now? But you're coming away from that energy. But like I said, I feel it's more business centered for the majority of you than I do feel it's on a personal relationship level. For a very small portion of you, we could be talking relationships here. But I feel, as I said, the majority it is to do with work. So, you know, overall, it is quite a good reading, and certainly your outcome is extremely positive. So I'm glad about that. It's one of the better readings I've done so far, because I don't know what's been going on with a lot of people in the month of October heading into November. But there's certainly been a lot of difficulties for the majority of people when it comes to relationships. But I'm pleased to see here for you, Sagittarius, that I feel, as I said, this is going down a different route with you and your outcome is so positive. So that does conclude your reading. I will be back again really soon to do your relationship reading and your reading for single Sagittarians for the month of November. If you've liked this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, by all means, give it the thumbs down. Any messages you would like to leave for me are fantastic. I really appreciate the time you take to write me a message, and I always make sure I reply to you. So until I see you again very soon, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.